I don't seem to remember owning any droids.
Well, hello, boys and girls.
Hi.
What a wonderful day it is today in our money-based economy. Well, sit back and relax and get ready for the guy who's about to ruin everything.
I'm puzzled. Are you really seriously suggesting that Jesus Christ was a mushroom?
Wait, Jesus was a mushroom Roberts.
Yes. You are dealing with a secret cult, a secret society.
Welcome to Waning Interest.
Welcome to the Waning Interest Podcast, number 96, May 31st, 2022, the Babbling Dabbler, the smallest click on the internet, the pinball brain in your favorite machine. It is like a diary or a book, but not as stale or coherent. From a more mentally challenged Forrest Gump. Or if Mikey and Mouth from the Goonies played a lot of bareback leapfrog, and then there was me. If you found the whip on one of the audio-only platforms, there should be a link to bring you here to the YouTubes, along with links to the Patreon, my Twitter, my Instagram, which I never pimp, and I realize I should pimp. I'm a supposed former professional award-winning professional broadcaster, and I just, I'm one of those, I just assume that people look like me in the description of anything that they listen to or watch. So why would I have to pimp it? It's right fucking there. It's like when people still say www. Stop. www. It's like, that being said, it makes my fucking brain hurt. I don't know who needs to hear this, but these fucking hacky things they bother me sometimes, as you can tell. We all got our peeves. But if you did find the whip on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or what is it, TuneIn, or whatever the other ones are, there's a few others. In those audios, I realized, looking into my stuff, I rarely look, because why? I mean, I'll be notified if there's something really big that happens. So I don't really look too much. I just upload the stuff. So when I upload the audio only, I did. I looked in the stats the other day. Hour 77. Wow. The top downloaded, which is weird when I looked at it. I'm like, wait, it was 77. Which one was that? Wait, I hadn't done one in a few months because I went from the swamps to the northeast. So I took another little break, and then I came back and I did one, WLWS, and Peter Pan's partner was part of it. You can hear her in the background. I'm like, what the fuck? But that's only all I remember. I haven't listened back to go, why is this one so fucking popular? And on the YouTube views, which aren't many because I never promoted the YouTube for a long time because it was audio only. The first 79 are audio only. In those views, it's at the top of those. It's in the top 5, 6, whatever. Don't have a ton. Still looking for more subscribers. I'm not gonna say Hulk. No, I hate that. That's another one that bothers me. That word, when somebody says something about the like button or the subscribe, Hulk, no. As Thor said in Ragnarok, for once, don't. I hate when people say that. That one drives me nuts too. WWW, Hulk, no. That being said, I gotta go back, I guess, and listen to it again. I only listened to it the one time to make sure the audio was cool, and to get, grab a clip or two, which I don't even know if I did. But I haven't even gone back. I haven't even finished Whip 95. I'm only an hour and 45 minutes watching back to make sure everything's cool and to take a few notes. I haven't even downloaded it yet because it's almost 5 hours. It was only supposed to be 3. I haven't gotten all the way through it. I still haven't even got to the spot the first time I went and went piss. And so I haven't heard the stories that were told while I was gone yet either. I had a lot to do. I had a lot of pressure. Not really. Yeah. I'm having surgery on Thursday. And not sure. And then there's going to be a blast in this house of folks. So I'm going to have to reset things. But either way, don't know when I'll be black. I will have shorter hair because of my elbow having surgery, and then going to be taking 6 to 8 weeks to recover. Less if I use more cannabis. What was I going to say? Oh, with the cleaning of myself, I'm going to have to go to, speaking of Ragnarok, I'm going to go to the Thor hair. I just might ask the barber to put the fucking lines. Excuse me. It'll be like the opposite, where he gets fat in Endgame, but he's got longer hair. I'll be fat with the Ragnarok hair, because I ain't no... Anyway, on to the show. Ow, this hurts. I had a pre-op today, so the doctor poked my fucking elbow a bit, so it's really... Jesus fuck. Speaking of Jesus, on with the show. I mean, it's not a show, it's a fucking podcast. Some nitwit fucking talking to himself, because that's all he's got. Welcome to Talk Radio, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, shut the fuck up. No, you gotta start. So I'm gonna start with I just once overed it, so I can see if I can, how much I remember, because I haven't done stand-up in, is it 3 years now? Almost 3 years. So, I decided to pull this one out. Crisco. I wish I had that drop, but it's too short. Man, that didn't sound good. Anyway, so I'm going to try to remember as much of this as I can, but this is a little bit I used to do, which has to do with tonight's little flapping of my gums. So if you want to know what it sounds like when a vagina dries up, here you go. Jesus was a mushroom. You hear that? Anyway, virgin birth, spores need no seed. Born in a manger, maybe in a pile of cow dung. Did I lose my internet? Because on my other screen, I just slowed down. Shit, it interrupted my bit. Am I still going? Hi, Danny. 32. Seems like I'm still going. All right, I had to check. Fuck. Should I start over? No. Born in a manger, maybe in a pile of cow dung. Died for me so I could chew his ass up and shake hands with the universe / God and see that there's no such thing as death. Holy water, let the mushroom grow into a chalice, drink what collects, and there's your water into wine. Giant mushroom fountains in Vatican City and a giant pine cone statue which represents the pineal gland, your third eye, which gets cleaned off by the mushroom so you can shake hands with the universe / God. You ever notice the Pope dresses like a mushroom? You will now. Anyone tripping balls sounds like Jesus being healed. So obviously, the Bible should be taught in science class. Nothing has made me feel more like Mikey from the Goonies finding out One-Eyed Willie than realizing Jesus was a mushroom. Wait. One-Eyed Willie makes you think of a penis. And a penis makes you think of a mushroom. I'm like Captain America. I can do this all day. Speaking of the MCU, I see you noticed. I noticed you took my beard look at the end of Infinity War, Thor, and Captain America. Anyway, after he comes in with fucking Stormbreaker. Watched it again the other day. Jesus Christ, I think I've watched that movie 35 to 40 times at this point. Anyway, that was my Jesus was a mushroom bit. And one of the cool things, one of my Jesus mushroom things, mushroom bits, not everything in my stand-up was mushroom, but it's just stories, kind of like the podcast, but seriously condensed. And a lot less of that thing. I didn't do that kind of shit when I was on stage. I didn't do the Ace Ventura or the weird stuff. I didn't do that much. Anyway, one of the last times I did that bit was on the main stage at the Comedy Store, thanks to Sam Tripoli. Put me on one of the open micers that he would let do a set after one of his Comedy Chaos shows at the store. And it got, there was only a third of the room left, but it did pretty well after I tripped coming onto the stage. I think I told that fucking story before on the podcast. But anyway, that was my Jesus is a mushroom bit. And I wanted to talk about Jesus mushroom because of Kenobi from last week. And now the first 2 episodes are out. Again, it's just the same shit that I said, man. Spoiler alert. 1, 2, 3. Hi, I'm a Jedi, and I'm in hiding. And I'm going to get this. No, first, you're going to get to see me wrap food for my space camel, whatever the fucking name of that thing is, 3 fucking times. You got to see that 3 times, man. What a waste of storytelling. Oh, and when I get to my cave, there's a little robot that's sort of like my little home to, make sure nobody's around, my security system. But while I'm on the other end of the cave eating my food, doing the little Ray bit from Force Awakens, a Jawa just comes right in and I have no fucking clue to sell me shit. My own shit back. Funny moments there. But stupid waste of fucking time. We gotta see him get off that fucking space camel 3-4 times. We gotta see that. It was such a waste. I'm fucking right. And I'm not gonna talk shit about child actors. I'm just hoping a certain one in this show does not take a lot of heat. The poor thing. Oh my God, I would have cast that better. I would have cast a couple other roles better. I don't want to talk shit about the acting. I can't. It hurts. But let's just say, I would have done a couple of different. I would have had a few different casting choices. And then, I'm a Jedi in hiding, and I'm going to travel. And when I do, I'm going to dress just like a fucking Jedi. And for some stupid reason, right before I get on this one ship to leave Tatooine, I'm going to fucking open my cape and my hoodie, whatever the fuck it is, and flash my fucking lightsaber to the lady that's fucking took my ticket. What the fuck? What the fuck? Waste. Stupid. Like I said to Brett and Beckham in Whip 95, I guarantee you, most would like it if I got a pass in the edit room. And the casting choices. I'm just saying. But with Kenobi overall in the Star Wars story, basically being like a shaman, master apprentice sort of thing, which comes from the coming of age folk tripping with the elders. He's a shaman and showing them the ways or whatever, because it all comes back to what is it? It's a hero's journey. So is a heroic dose of psychedelics, whichever psychedelic you want to talk about. And even in Star Wars, you've got Rey, when Rey touches the lightsaber in The Force Awakens, and she sees herself, but she's invisible to see herself as a young child going through a trauma with her parents leaving her. Boom, that's ayahuasca. That happens with ayahuasca. It's all through every hero's journey story. We've sort of gone over this. But it's in the MCU. Black Panther, Kenobi. You got Kenobi talk. He's dead, but he talks to Luke. Yoda's dead, talks to Luke. Black Panther. He trips and talks to the dead with a little flower, kind of like from Batman, who has to trip and fight the other. I forget the name of that fucking. Where Liam Neeson was, where he saved his ass. Fuck. Thought it would pop out. Sorry. Maybe at some point. Is it in the chat? I'm not looking because I'm trying to keep to my notes. And holy shit. Whoa, people, slow down. Whoa. Oh my God, I got 5 people. Dude, that's like 100 in my asshole. I'm a little tight. So, Crisco, Damn it, I wish I had that fucking drop. So I can switch this over, but it's all the stories, all the big stories, you know, the Christmas Carol, that's ayahuasca, the Ghost of Christmas Past, same kind of shit as the Ray thing. Game of Thrones, it's in Game of Thrones with the tree, and it's all psychedelic. We are fucking fungus with shoes. Bill Hicks said virus, it's fungus. Because then you take into account all the mycology with, not only is there a invisible internet below us, which helps keep the trees alive and feeds and they trade, and all the other fucking green, it's because of the fungi underneath. And they went from the dead, you know, rose from the dead, another Jesus thing. Mushrooms, what comes from the dead and heals? Fungus, penicillin, I believe that comes from fungus. Lots of other medicine. Lion's mane is apparently good for cancer. What's the one that's good for brain function? Turkey tail. Or it's the other way around. Lion's mane for brain and turkey tail for cancer. So look it up. Paul Stamets, Star Trek. They named a character after him. And in the show, that first season of that newest Star Trek, the whole thing apparently had to do with a spore-based travel thing. I don't know, I didn't watch the whole thing because miscasting and over-directing or under-directing. I like less is more. Basically, I want everything to be like the acting in Ozark. That's what I want. And you can obviously do it with the kids and some of them. It's just, fuck. I hate that. Just, you know, whatever. Anyway, talking Kenobi, talking psychedelics, Jesus mushroom, where I got that. My Kenobi, when it comes to Jesus was a mushroom, was this motherfucker right here. Jeff Oliver Madley Clark. Passed away in 2016, Halloween night, heart attack. Anyway, this fucking guy was the head of the network operations center of a big radio syndication company that I worked for a while. Poor bastard got fired as he was giving somebody a tour, and he accidentally bumped into the button that just shut everything down, so everything went down for like a couple seconds. Flipped it right back on, but he had a cane. He walked with a cane, so he had they lost his balance or something. Anyway, but he was the head of the network operations center. Total engineer geek. Fucking, see a geek? This picture that I'm going to show of him, he's younger, and you might recognize some people in this picture. This is from the sessions of GNR Lies. The live side of GNR Lies wasn't really live. They recorded it in the studio, and they put the crowd in the background. It wasn't really live. Moved to the City, Mama Kin. That was recorded. Those 4 songs were recorded before Appetite for Destruction, for folks that aren't GNR fans. And it was released as an EP in '86, I think. Live Like a Suicide, which they used to promote themselves and stuff. And that was recorded before Appetite. And then when they did Lies after Appetite, they recorded the acoustic songs, and they threw those other 4 on the other side. Jeff was there for those Live Like a Suicide recordings. And here's proof. I don't know if my mouse is on the screen or not. Is it? I don't know. I'm looking at the delay. But there you can see Duff McKagan all the way to the right. There's Izzy laying down right by in his face, right there by Duff's hand. Steven, and there's Jeff. And I believe the dude with his foot on the board is the manager. I can't say his fucking name. Well, that's at Pasha Studios. 1986 or 85 or 86. Does it say on there? I know it's 89 copyright, but that was from 85, 86. This picture is in Duff McKagan's book, It's So Easy and Other Lies. He got a couple of pics from Jeff when he was doing the book. He reached out to Jeff and see if he had any old pics, and this is one of the ones that Jeff gave him. If you get the book, which I have, well, my daughter has it now. Yeah, and then once, was it 2005 or 6? It was 2005. I had met my friend Claire, the Ibogaine Queen, teaching me about Ibogaine, which is similar to ayahuasca, but used differently in certain situations, especially for opiate addicts. She has a clinic in Mexico, in San Francisco, Narit, I think it's called. Looks like Bora Bora. It's fucking crazy. But originally she had a clinic just over the border of San Diego in Playa, which I went to, and I did the Ibogaine. I've told the story before, but I'm sure there's new people that never heard it. But I didn't do the flood dose where you have that Ray moment where she sees herself standing there. You do on Ibogaine, most people, if you have the flood dose. They give you a test dose first to see if you're allergic and see how things are, because you're hooked up to a heart monitor. You've got a nurse. They don't fuck around because some people have died from cardiac arrest. But they do it upright. Claire's never lost anybody that I know of. I was there for where she once where she thought she was going to lose somebody. This lady was so fucking heroin addict. It was so fucking funny. She was hilarious. But they almost lost her on the way from New Jersey and then into Mexico and to the clinic. Yeah, which was when I was there. But I couldn't do the flood dose because after the test dose, they said it lowered my blood pressure too much, to where if I got the flood dose, I could be gone. So I couldn't do it. But then she told me, well, you can do like the microdose thing, where you can have in 24 hours you can have another test dose, and you can do that for a couple of days because you've set your time to be here, and you can still get benefits from it, which I did, but you're not going to be hungry. You're going to have no appetite. You're going to have to walk around with an IV at all times. You're going to be nauseous, but we got weed for you. And sitting out smoking cigarettes and smoking weed by the hot tub was where I got to know that lady from New Jersey, and where I got to know that like the recycler or your local little paper or magazines. They were paper. They came like magazines, but they weren't. The what's the word? Where it's all shiny. Whatever. I'm not an artist. But it was just like your local little thing. She had some of these that she showed me, and it was for heroin addicts. It was like the little fucking ads for gear and all these stories about heroin, doing heroin. It was fucking wild, and she was so hilarious. And I'm sitting there, and to see the difference in her eyes from spacey but still there, and then after she did Ibogaine, it was like she was kind of like, well, I guess I should go that way, right here, yeah. Whoops, wait, fuck, shit, where, when, why is Gomorrah? This way, there it is. Go opposite. She came out like, whoa, what the fuck was that? And I'm sitting there going, fuck, I feel like shit, and I don't get to do that. I'd feel better if I got to go through the whole thing. I'm dragging this out like an asshole. That was, 2009? But anyway, I had met Claire in 2005, first learning about Ibogaine. Then I meet Jeff at work. And in my studio where I was working, he'd come in and just hang out and shoot the shit for a bit. And that's when I first heard the Jesus mushroom thing. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And I'm already at a point of questioning a lot of shit. I was a bunch of months sober from alcohol. I took a 5-year break. It was cool. Felt a lot better. So I was soaking in a lot of shit, and I was coming into the whole thing of, wait, everything's a lie. Everything they fucking say. There's no left, there's no right. It came from the left, going, being a shit lib. But in 05, 06, no, this is, fuck, what the, abortion again, gun rights again, oh my, war again, over, and it just, kind of like what's happening now, but whatever. We're not getting political, people. What? They all suck. The system is a piece of shit. And that's one thing you really learn through psychedelics. You really see it, especially if you do a bunch of homework beforehand. You read books like Blackwater and by Jeremy Scahill, or Confessions of an Economic Hitman, John Perkins, which was recommended to me by Jesse Jackson's daughter, who I helped engineer her show for a week when she was in LA at the same place where Jeff and I worked. She was so cool because she saw me carrying, she saw that I was reading Blackwater because it was in my stack of shit that I carried around the studio. Sometimes in the studio, you're playing tape, so you gotta have something to read. Because you don't want to fucking listen to it like the worst of Rush. One reason that people should help me out on Become a Whip, one of the Waning Interest podcast back. One of the reasons people should become whips is the reparations that I deserve for having to run the worst of Rush on Christmas Day, Thanksgiving, July 4th, all the big holidays for 3 years. That's why I deserve whips. Just saying. It's the only ad you're going to hear, maybe. It's not even an ad. Anyway, reading that kind of stuff. And then this fucking guy comes in and starts talking Jesus was a mushroom. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? What? Whoa, what? What? First couple times I was like, dude, I got work to do. Gotta get out of my studio. And the one that hit me was when he said the virgin birth. Because, you're, as a kid, doesn't matter what, I don't know what, you're questioning shit. Like, wait, what does that mean? Well, you're trying to put things together. Everybody questions virgin birth. This ain't the MCU. Wait a minute. Thor, DMT. So it is the MCU. That whole the sword and the stone. It's a mushroom upside down. What the fuck was I saying? Oh, virgin birth. Because everybody, what? Get the fuck out of here. Spores don't need any seed. So then you start taking that back and then applying that to all those other things. Moses with the burning bush. Rogan's talked about it. Fucking that was a bush that that was it? Not decayed. I don't remember what it's called. Fucking has DMT in it. So of course you're going to see all kinds of that kind of shit. Because if you do like me, extra heroic dose of mushrooms the first few times, you're like, oh wow, it starts making all those things start making sense. Born of a virgin. Spores don't need seed. And you've got the manger thing. Like, what are in mangers? Cows, horses. It grows out of shit. It grows out of dead stuff. Rises from the dead. You pick it, let it dry for 3 days. Whoa. And you understand there is no such thing as death. This is how you get the cycle thing. You feel healed. Dude, I take fucking paper towels, and then the good ones where I rip them in half because it's better than tissues because they're just too flimsy. Man, I have like a stack. I do like a stack of this because I just sit there and I yawn and, oh my God, oh, that's right. For like 45 minutes, just, and you just keep fucking. I gotta fucking keep dabbing my eyes. I go through a whole bunch. So I'm like, all right, Jeff, all right, I get, because he said that, and then I went and he left the studio and I started fucking that. And he also taught me about what he's, somebody said it once in the chat, I think I brought it up, that 4-hour banker movie about the bankers, 4-hour movie about the bankers. It's probably going to be in the chat when I get to it in a second. I watched that shit, and then the mushroom stuff. Pharmacratic Inquisition. He told me to watch. Look that up. Pharmacratic Inquisition. That shows you all kinds of stuff. It's just, duh. It's all mycology. It does. It is. It actually should be taught in science class because it's fucking mycology. And I know the big mycologists, like one that I mentioned earlier, they don't want to say that shit like I'm saying the Jesus mushroom thing. They don't want to go that far because they're big and there are certain points where they get stuff where they can't. But I know they fucking, it makes too much fucking sense. You just keep going. It just makes too, and you look at the church like I mentioned in the bit. The fucking Pope dresses like a mushroom. There are mushroom fountains at the Vatican that make like a trinity with the pineal gland statue. What the fuck's that for? It's pine cone. The fuck. And Jesus was all about who were bad? The banks. That's where the original religion was stolen, and they incorporated the banks in with their thing, but they kept the mushroom out. The Knights of the Round Table. Amanita muscaria, red, white. It's like soldiers thinking they're fighting for freedom when they're actually fighting for corporations. Today, some of them didn't know because there was certain levels of knowledge that back in the day. And the sword, that's magic sword, stuck in a rock. You flip that picture over, it looks like a fucking mushroom. A chalice. Mary Poppins flies with it all goes back to the mushy. Christmas. Ding dong. I can keep going. I'm kind of off, but anyway. So Jeff is kind of like one of my shamans. And then in that time as well, as he's telling me about the Jesus mushroom thing, then I get I think I've told the story before, quickly again. I'm not saying it, it's a piece of it. It's crucial, especially because we have the same birthday. But in 07, I'm already into the ayahuasca thing. I'm hearing that stuff, and the Jesus was mushroom, and the ibogaine and stuff. And then I get this gig to engineer a 2-hour interview with Joe Rogan with a radio guy in DC at XM that I worked with before, Sonny Fox. Hi, this is Sonny Fox. I listen to the Neil Rogers show because I can hear the asshole. Ooh, I really dribbled that one out. Sorry, Sonny. Which was a trippy day because I'm like, whoa, I'm working with Rogan and he's teaching me about fucking DMT beforehand as we're shooting the shit. And this is 07, so he's not who he is today. Just a comedian that did news radio and Fear Factor. He was pimping his album, Shiny Happy Jihad, all by himself. Red Bandits just started doing video shit for him because it was after the interview with Sonny Fox, which was all mostly about DMT, and I'm just sitting there going, holy shit, this fucking guy is, me and him are talking about psychedelics constantly, all the time. He taught me the Jesus mushroom thing, showed me, and teach me, well, sort of. And then Claire with the ibogaine and getting in and finding out about ayahuasca, all that stuff. And I said, whoa, like, wait, we have the same birthday, by the way, Joe. And he was like, oh, shit. Hey, you want to see this Carlos Mencia stuff? And it was just when he was starting to put out the Mencia stuff on YouTube that Red Band had shot with the whole thing with stealing jokes and stuff. I'm like sitting there in the studio with him and go, holy fuck, what a trippy fucking day. Forrest Gump right here. But it just bam, 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 And this guy fucking mainly, shit, I keep doing it wrong. This guy fucking started it. Oh, wait. He and I would be on the fucking phone 3 hours. Just on and on. He'd do most of the talking. On and on. We're at his place. I was at his place one night. And I think I've told this story before. I can't remember. I was at Jeff's place one night, and we were having a few drinks, and I had no. At the time, I wasn't drinking. So this had to have been like 08, 07 or 08. But I had weed. And there were a couple of ladies there, and one of them came on to me. Daughter of somebody, not the daughter that I've talked about before, different. This is one time I meet this girl. Seems cool, but a little too drunk, and I'm like, I don't really care for anyone drinking with the whole alcohol. But she was, I was, just wanted to smoke my weed. And at one point I had said, I'm not drinking, so please, no. Anyway, so at one point she started kissing me and then took a break for a second and went, hold on. I didn't realize what she was doing. Came back to kiss me some more. Fucking spilled fucking Jack and Coke in my mouth. I was like, dude, the fuck? Come on, man. And they brought this one guy, but I didn't make a big deal of it. I was just like, okay, sweetie, I'm kind of, I'm done. And they brought over this obnoxious fucking guy. And that guy and the other girl and Jeff were in the kitchen talking. And I could hear it getting, as I was, I could hear it getting a little whoa, because Jeff was getting too deep in his discussion. This guy was kind of a shit lib, so he didn't understand. He was, defending things that you're like, no, dude, you're getting fucked. Stop, no. But Jeff wasn't being an ass. Jeff was like, oh. But the guy, he was just so triggered. Like, okay, thank you, but and I want to see what's going on. I go into the kitchen. This fucking guy, so obnoxious, and I'm not drunk, so I know what obnoxious is at this point. I'm stoned, but like this, I know what the fuck obnoxious is. And this guy, and I'm like, dude, you gotta go. Jeff, stop. He's not listening. Jeff, you gotta go. No, not Jeff, gotta go. I said to this guy, you gotta go. Ladies, can you please, this is getting too heated. This guy's gotta go. Fucking guy starts pushing me because he wants to get to Jeff. Like, whoa, dude, come on. I'm asking. And Jeff, and then it just keeps going, and it's just this, and I'm like, oh man, stuck in the middle, going, I'm not liking this. All right, and I stepped back for a bit. I went, all right, let's let it seem like it was gonna get okay, and it seemed like they were gonna get there for a second. So I let it go, and they went into the living room, and the girls were like, yeah, he's all right, he's okay, it's okay, blah, blah. They tried to calm it down. All right, let it go. Next thing you know, it's what the fuck? It's getting heated again. We all go in there. This guy fucking pushes Jeff. But I am the bad guy. Because as soon as he pushes Jeff, I went boom, and gave him a huge shove. And he fell into a stack of Jeff's albums. And this is 2000, so albums in 2008, 7, whatever it was, 9 maybe. Get the fuck out. So I literally threw them out, and I threatened the fucking guy, it's gonna get worse, get the fuck out. They listened, they got the fuck out, because the girls understood too, they got him out. But then, I was the bad guy. Dude, what did you do? My albums, man. Jeff, that dude put his hands on you. I reacted. This is your house. This is your home. He just put his hands on you. He was cool, but that was one of the first reactions. My album. Well, you shouldn't have been telling him about the fucking banks. That guy, oh my God. That guy was so fucking obnoxious. Oh, just remembering that. That's like in the top 5 of obnoxious of all time that I've seen. Some fucking douchebag. And then with that fucking chick, what she did to me. Yeah. It happens. Where, tell the stories, because I'm not an aggressive dude, so that's not how it works for me. I don't do that. I'm not that guy. So when that shit happens, it is. When she spilled that fucking Jack in my mouth, man, what the? Anyway, but he got me started on the whole thing, and ever since then, that's one of the reasons why I'm known as, Wayne Jesus was a Mushroom Roberts, because I dry them pussies up. Unless they're soaked in Jack. But if I remember correctly, I don't think any of that talk was there that night before that. So that's probably why she was all over me, because I hadn't yet said, did you know Jesus was a mushroom? Or maybe that's what I said, which is why I was trying to say that while we were kissing, just to get her off me. And then she took the sip, and then maybe, Either way, she was the aggressor. All I can say is the only hint, because I can't even remember her father's name. Anyway, way back in the day, 60s or 70s, I don't know, her dad played a doctor on TV. I always forget his name. You know, I try to forget. Sometimes it's hard. Right, Jeff? Whoops, I looked up there instead of there. Oops. Anyway, I guess I should go to the chat for a second, but we want to see the Duff and Steven and fuck, what is his name? Damn it, he's been on Appetite for Distortion a bunch. Guns N' Roses manager. I gotta look it up now. Doug Goldstein. I think that's who that is with his foot on the board. But anyway, that looks like that's kind of like, you know, a lot of the rooms. That's a music studio, but it's fairly similar to a lot of the talk studios that I worked in. Usually they were just a little bit smaller. But that is a faraway pick. I don't know. How do I make it bigger? There you go. I guess. I think that's the biggest I can make it. Fucking Jeff right there, man. Fucking Steven and Izzy and Duff. How fucking badass is that? So fucking cool. It's insane. The stories he told me, man. Like I said, we'd be on the fucking phone. It was before Skype. We would have been Skyping. We should have been Skyping. We had a couple of down times with where he couldn't get him to stop. I'm like, okay, Jeff, let me interject for a second. You keep forgetting this other stuff. You keep saying these things, but you're forgetting certain things. And so we got into it a couple of times, but we were cool. And man, the fucking hours of cell phone time. Fucking crazy. And most of the time, we were only fucking 6-7 miles away. He was in the valley in Van Nuys. I was in Studio City. Train, Royal River. Stand by me. All right, let's go to the chat. Hey, Wayne, Danny. Oh my God, I'm going back to, oh shit, almost an hour. Sorry. Oh, Paul. Hey, Paul. Dingo Virgin. Whoa, you're Australian? Eye, ear, plastic worms. Is that a start? Wax fruit. Eye, ear, plastic worms. Wait a minute. That's wacky. She's too hot to be real. Hi, Courtney. This is already too deep for my dried up puddle of a brain. Peyote is Lucifer. You will mush my room. Okay, I know. I thought Danny would take care of that kind of stuff. Oh, which picture? I'll leave that picture up. It's okay. Fiddle's here. Was here, at least. I don't know. Fiddle's badass. Oh, who was it? Dude, who was it that I finally figured out who you sound like? Who was I listening to? Who do you sound like? There's somebody in one of the many things that I listen to regularly. There's somebody you sound like, Fiddle. Nerd shit. I'm here. Still haven't seen the Lenovo episode yet. Oh, Kenobi. Kenobi. Ninjas. Kinda. Oh, fuck, it jumped. Sorry. Son of a slut. Oh, man. Where was I? I was called Nerdo for 4 years at university. I'm good with it. And shamans. Ninjas and shamans. Hi, other Mimi. Did Yoda have rickets? Oh, definitely. Alright, shut the fuck up. How come nobody... Dingo, you're not real. I don't like doing the chat sometimes. If I don't know you, it hurts. Like the Inquisitor says in the Kenobi trailers, it's like an itch they can't help but scratch. The Jedi kind of seem like pretentious douchebags that are showing off a bit. Yeah, fucking... Oh my god, dude. Dude! Jesus Christ, I can't... And of course I'll watch episode 3 in the morning. Because I'm a fuckwit. Well, I paid for Disney for the month to see it, so... Wayne is tight. Y'all heard it. Yeah, sorry we're going back so far. True, Funky Worms. I'm 1:30 behind. Chitterlings for constipation. No, constipation, dude. I made a little, what is it? A meme? I made a meme the other day. My constipation, it's worked. I'm serious. It's one of the reasons I'm a Goonies fan. It dawned on me once. And I realized it and I remembered it. I was constipated a bit. And for some reason, just try and just don't push. But think of something, what will help? And I started thinking about when they hit the water and they started going down the water slide thing. And just held my breath. And then, I'm serious. And it works most of the time, depending on, eat too much cheese. But usually 60 seconds later, it's like when they fucking land right in front of One-Eyed Willie's ship. Right back to One-Eyed Willie. Bing! Anyway, I heard Wayne was whipping it out tonight. Had to come and see. Ooh, Watson's here. The murderer. Beckham, what did I miss? It's like he's here. Mr. Beckham, The Last Supper. Fuck yeah, it's all about the mushy. You look at that picture. That's what I should have done with the slides. I should have been done more. I'm going to do one with the Willy Wonka and Wizard of Oz now that I figured out the slide thing, that they have to be PDFs. I'm going to do something, but The Last Supper, it's fucking mushy. It's eat of my flesh, eat of my body. Jesus was a mushroom. The fucking mushroom's pretty fleshy, isn't it? Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. Hey fiddle. I wore a bandana like Axel for a while when I was like 9 or 10. Oh, dude. Before the hair thing, when I first grew my hair out, like, it's like Duff today. Duff for the last 20 years. And Duff is the reason that I bought my first bass. My honer, my big honer boner. Fuck was I saying? But I grew my hair out when I went to Australia after high school. I didn't cut my hair. And then when I was over there, at one point, as a joke, because my friend Andrea, the friends that I met through her, one of them played guitar. Clary played guitar. And we'd do Patience, and we'd do Wanted Dead or Alive. And at one point, one of the girls, one of her friends, put a bandana over my head. My hair was about like this, and did it. And they were like, "You kind of look like Axel, but not red hair." I'm like, what the fuck? which I thought was kind of funny. Why did I tell that? Oh, the bandana story, my bandana story. Phil, I'm trying to think now that I've seen your face again. Your head, your face. Ooh, dirty. Trying to think of what. Oh wait, wasn't there? Didn't Paul put up when you were on last week? Isn't the thumbnail a picture of you two? A couple of pictures of you two. I thought Wayne was talking about Lord of the Rings. Isn't that a picture of Gandalf? Oh, you mean this? Yeah, Beckham, I thought he was describing the scene with Wizard of Oz with the flying monkeys. Well, if you're having a hard time in the come up, yeah, I could see that those kind of moments. But when you know what the come up is like, it's not the tornado. That's what the tornado represents in the Wizard of Oz. The come up, that 20 minutes of whoa, when it first starts hitting you, and it feels like your brain's being pulled apart, when in actuality, it's being put back together. That's why it feels so odd, because it hasn't been that way in a long time. And then you start to go, wait, I know this feeling. And that's when you start to feel healed, and it goes on, and you go, wow, this is fun. And then when you come down, I'll tell you another recommendation. Besides, if you're going to do mushrooms, don't eat for 6 hours. They hit a little harder. You won't get nauseous. And do tea. It's cool. It works. Hits a little faster. But have fried chicken ready for when you come down. Fried chicken is the fucking best when you come down from mushy. It is the best. I found that out on accident. I just had some left over, and I think it was the second time my buddy Tim and I, Rip, did a heroic dose, and I had some leftover fried chicken from Ralph's. And fuck, was that good. And I remembered that. So next time, it's been my thing. One of my things. Where were we? He's into his apple juice. Dean Martin. Gross. Lol, I love this. Oh, Mimi, you're so sweet. Other Mimi. There's no up or down either. Fun physics fact. Fucking ain't right. It's all flat earth? No, but sort of, kind of. Yeah. Asgard. Oh, I learned from Albert Einstein and Stephen Hawking. Fuck yeah. Hawking was a hack. I'm kidding. Isn't up and down relative to the observer in physics? Fuck you, Fiddle, with your fucking deep shit that I don't have an answer for. Highly dubious. Correct. Like standing on a staircase in an Esker painting. I don't know who the fuck that is, Fiddle. But Mimi does. Dingo Virgin says, Dingo Virgin. Back to the Australia thing. I didn't walk away a virgin. I went to Sydney for 5 days and stayed at a youth hostel right near King's Cross, if anybody knows it. It was where I first saw a hooker. I didn't pay for one. I didn't fuck one, but wow, King's Cross was fucking wild. 89 or 90? When did I go? Was it 89? It was either late 89 or early 90. It's not the same. It's kind of like how they cleaned up New York City sort of thing. Waning cracks me up. Thank you so much. What about staircases in Harry Potter? I've only seen Harry Potter once. I went through them when I first my elbows first went fucked, and I had time to kill. I just sat and watched movies, and I finally went. When HBO Max came out, I went. I'm gonna finally sit through these fucking things, and I don't remember the staircase shit. Captain Capricorn. Yeah, something like that. I think I know what you're talking about. The virgin thing was a mistranslation. Yeah, it's spores. There's no such thing. Spores don't need seed. That's why Hindus, I think cows are holy, because mushrooms come out of their shit. And that's why most of their gods are blue. The blue honey, the mushy. And they're also usually trans. They're hermaphrodites. Male and female. All right. What's Waning talking about? Ashamed to admit I've never seen Harry Potter. It's okay. It is a shame, says Watson. Back to Kenobi. It drops tonight, early a.m. Yeah, episode 3. It'll be shit. There might be a couple of good scenes, but I already said, fuck. He's rehearsing a Downey commercial. All right, I got to read Watson. That young Leia is a mouthy little thing. If she just listened to him, she wouldn't have got into all that shit. She makes his life much harder than it has to be. I think somebody has a point. Remember her attitude in the movies? Yeah, but it's not that. It's that it could have gotten it could have been better cast. Jesus was a dropout. Mary Poppins left. Oh, Mary Poppins. Back to the banks. The bank thing. Mary Poppins comes to save the children of the banks. The last name of those children are the banks. The writer of that movie, Mary Poppins books, what the fuck was her name? I was an extra in Saving Mr. Banks. The scene where Colin is drunk on a stage at a fair and then he falls off or whatever. I'm actually sitting behind the lady that plays his wife, the actress, I can't remember her name. Sweet, sweet lady and super fucking cute. That was a trippy bunch of days. What the fuck was I saying? The banks. Jesus. The banks. Mary Poppins fucking flying with a mushroom. Rudolph. Amanita muscaria, shaman, Santa Claus. The reindeer, the caribou, it's one of their favorite snacks, is the Amanita muscaria mushroom, which is what Christmas is based on. Jesus. 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 Grace. They want you to say grace. Oh. I pledge allegiance to the flag. Grace. She passed away 30 years ago. I fucked that up. Sorry. Damn it. Christmas vacation. Man, see, it's all. So, I love having Jeff as a co-host here. This is fucking cool, especially with the J in his hand. What the fuck was I saying? Mary Poppins. Mushroom. That's a mushroom. That the umbrella is a mushroom if it's, what is it? The black and white, the shadow fucking picture thing. The fuck's it called? Whatever. Man, blanket on a lot of shit. Weed? Maybe. I don't know. Should have taken 40 milligrams. Saving the children of the banks. What was one of the last things that Jesus did? Flipped over the table of the money changers. because they were ripping everybody off with fractional reserve banking, which has been going on for 2,000 years. The age of Jesus, the age of the dollar, fractional reserve banking, which is shit. And anybody that points it out gets persecuted like Jesus, who? I don't know, some fucking douche with a beard. And a trinity of people getting hung. The Trinity, Morpheus, Neo, Trinity. And what is it all telling you when you actually trip, you take that right pill, or mushy, or whatever. We're all Neo. We're all Neo, aka one, which is what I have said at the end of every single Waning Interest podcast. Motherfucker. If my dad was sitting over there listening to this whole thing, in that pause, that's what would have happened. That's why I said it. He'd been over there just listen. Motherfucker. My dad, the original shaman, accidentally got me high when I was 7. That weed was really good. Flooded the basement. Fucking, what is it? He didn't mean to, but I was down there kicking my soccer ball against the fucking brick wall, our fireplace, many times while he smoked weed and did all his fucking electronic shit and listened to fucking Doobie Brothers. And played toys and whatever. There was one time where we had some good shit. I got a contact eye. Freaked out. Didn't realize I'd gotten high until the first time I got high on purpose and went, after a couple minutes, went, wait, I know this. And then, of course, I told my friends, and they went, yeah, shut the fuck up. No, it's... Peas and carrots, Bubba. Anyway, where was I? I don't fucking know. Mary Poppins, Banks, Saving the Children. Dude, in the new Mary Poppins movie with the beautiful, what's her name, John Krasinski's wife, Emily Blunt, playing Mary Poppins, there's a fucking shot of her in the kids' room right before they get in the tub and do that psychedelic shit, swimming around where she's standing there talking to them, and right behind her, I've posted it many times, picture of little fucking Smurfs, basically, on a giant mushroom. Picture on the kid's wall in the bedroom. It's right, it's right in your face. E.T. DMT. You get DMT, you can get DMT from many things, but the main thing they get it from is a toad. And DMT and mushrooms are, and ET looks like a cross between a mushroom and a toad. And then he flies and he's wrapped in white while Elliot's wrapped in red. And it just keeps going. I might need to take a Gas X. Gas X, boy, that sounded really dirty. Anyway, back to the chit chat. What? Who? Where? When? Fuck. Portal? Ooh, now I'm thinking vagina. Listen to Simon Fing's song Jerusalem. Not right now, I can't. Released on Mushroom Records label. You're fucking with me. Who is Dingo Virgin? Who is this Australian type vagina? To be fair, Dingo, Jesus' dad was a carpenter. Can't expect much, really. No, Jesus was the carpenter. Joseph wasn't a carpenter, was he? I don't know. I don't remember. I can speak from experience, in fact. I'm a plumber, and my kid is a real shithead. was my first. That was my first Lisa. Get back to Jeff. There we go. Dude, Fiddle. That's right. You're a plumber. I remember you saying that the other night. Reminded me of Australia when I was over there. Two of my buddies that I knew through Andrea were plumber apprentices. And I was like, what the fuck? What's this about? Clary. What was Clary? I don't remember what Clary worked for his parents. But then there was another dude that was a real estate guy. I went around with him, drove around with him in Melbourne to see a bunch of, just to see the sights with him on a job. Just drove around with him while he showed people shit. But two of her friends were plumber apprentices. And I'm like, what? They do that over here. Where you got paid. And, Andrea's boyfriend was one of them. Where you got paid and you learned for a bunch of years. And then this whole thing to where, started, this seems like a great gig. And I was already doing labor shit. I did fucking golf course construction before to make money before, and did other things like before. But I always, anyway, never really understood much about the plumber thing until those guys. They all print stuff, and then they could have their own. It was just fucking smart thing to do. It seemed back then over there anyway. And then also learning where everybody gets, with their fucking Christmas, dude, where everybody, talk about relaxed. Australia, I don't talk about it really nice now because of what they did during the vid, but, did I mention I got my first vid test today? I was fucking pissed, dude. Sticking that fucking thing up my nose. Like, what do you do? Oh, man. I didn't know that's how it was going to go down. Still waiting on my results. Because if my results say positive, then I'm not doing my surgery I can't do my surgery on Thursday. I better check. They said 8 to 10 hours. Sorry. I gotta look at that. Said I have a mail. Fuck. Hold on. Sorry. Fuck. Yeah, I gotta look. Test results. I'm gonna do this live, bitches. Does the Wayness have the vid or not? Is he gonna have to put this shit off again? Open, bitches. I'm starting to get a little upset. Because if this says yes, I'm gonna be fucking mad. And you guys get to see. You get to see whichever which. Wait, I think I clicked on the wrong thing. Not detected. In red. I guess that means if your test results say not detected, the test did not find the virus in your sample. It means you probably do not have COVID. I didn't want to say the whole word. Though it's still possible that you have. Shut the fuck up. Moving on, you fucking cunts. Shut the fuck up. You're so full of shit. Hi, how are you? Back to the program. All right, I guess I'm having my surgery on Thursday. Okay, where were we? I don't remember. Fuck. COVID. Oh, shit, I said it. Oh, I wish I had a bleep. Fuck. Ugh, so stupid. You mean the flu? Please keep me up. I'm just making jokes. YouTube. I didn't say it. Somebody wrote those jokes for me. It's not my real opinions. I can speak from experience. In fact, oh yeah, I already said that. Shithead. Have you ever heard this shithead joke? The shithead and pissant joke? It was one of the first jokes I ever learned. Two little kids, their names are shithead and pissant. First day of school, teacher saying, anyway, come on, pisshead, she won't believe you either. That picture looks like future Wayne in 20 years. I never thought of that. Holy shit. Oh, fuck, dude. Sorry, I'm behind. I'm trying to catch up. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Sorry about the timing. I think every human being has a special talent. Trick is finding what it is. Oh yeah. Well, it's easier to find if we were all doing our true religion, which is tripping with the elders, which is the Sweet 16 bullshit. Indigenous people still do that. That's why a 20-year-old indigenous person seems so much more wise than a 20-year-old one of us. So there. 20 cartons of cigarettes from now. I don't smoke that much, really. When I only drink during the podcast. I don't drink when I do the podcast. So this is once a week. I haven't drank since last week. Wait, no, I had just a couple, the other night, and it was. What was I saying? Fuck. Oh no, when I had a fire the other night, I did have a few beers when I had a fire the other night. But normally, when I smoke, I only take like 2-3 drags and put it out, and then come back an hour later for a couple more drags, unless I'm drinking, which is only usually once a week, or with the podcast. Just saying. For those that are worried. LOL. Nerds. Oh, thanks, Paul. Is that waning headshot when he was trying to get into the Kung Fu remake? Good one. Nobody can help Wayne. Beckham, be a doll and get me an iced coffee. In that Stimson interview, when he heard people talking about the vest, he said he'd have to go get it, and for a moment it looked like he was about to get up off the couch. It did, and then he went, wow. How about that? Oliver Madley looks a little bit like Stimson. Somebody might mention that later. Danielle, it's too late. You're about to go to bed. I know, I wish it was unreal looking. I wish he did. It's unreal looking. Oh. Beckham, I never go to bed. Like and subscribe. Too bad he didn't say go ahead, you wait. I'm sorry, I'm so far behind. I hate when if I hit this new comments, it's gonna hurt. Holy shit, there are 7 people here. 1:23. I don't mean to go past 2 hours. I just don't know how long it's gonna get through the chat. Show it. Show what? I don't remember what I was gonna show. You should have pushed harder. Oh, I think I know what that reference is. Oh, that. Oh, you're talking about the drink. The Jack Daniels. Wayne is not aggressive. That's too bad. Some women are I'm into it when they let me know. If they ask me to be aggressive, it's kind of like the anal thing. I don't need anal from a lady. You know, dude, that's a different thing. So I don't ask. If she asks for the anal, okay, sweetie. I don't need it. That fucking love tunnel honeypot is usually quite enough, sisters. Yeah, no biggie. Wayne Kung Fu Reboot Roberts. He's not Sebring. No. Well, like I said, if you ask, and I'm into it. Hey, Wayne, do you have Fungin? Whatever, Danny. Don't take your Grand Canyon vagina aggression out on me. There's a promo. Danny, mark the tape. Oh my God. Ow. Oh, my finger's stuck. Oh, must be a fucking tick. Grand Canyon vagina. And then he had to fucking, he had to change it. Because, yeah, oh God, that's fucking funny. Got to be careful sleeping with strangers. Might wake up with your wanker on the floor next to the bed. Oof. Or stepping in dog shit. Danny, what the fuck? YouTube keeps blocking my comments. Did it really? The killer says, I usually do wake up with my wanker on the floor next to the bed. Sorry for bragging. Murderer. James, do you like the way I read your shit? Ooh, Crisco. Beckham, LOL. LOLs. Is that Michael Jackson laying on the couch? Mimi is Tito. Tito, get me some tissues. Jermaine, stop teasing. Eddie Murphy. Delirious, I think it was. Oh shit, it jumped. You fucking twat. Where am I? Ouch, James Watson. Nothing like having a spare nearby. Isn't that Duff McClagan? Far right? Yes, Duff, Izzy, and Steven with Jeff and, I'm sorry, that might have been a joke. Oh, no, Mimi. What I was trying to imply, all right, don't you just love me reading these like it's a trailer? Hey, Jeff, how are you? What's up, brother, man? Hopefully be seeing you soon because I'm really tired of this fucking world. I know you're in a fucking better place. I'm not sad that you're dead. I'm envious. Now, this is gonna be a suicide call. No, I'm just envious. You're just going back to where you came from. I'm just tired of the bullshit. Wayne is no behind, but maybe that's how it likes it. Behind. Oh, so behind. Gotcha. I think I read it fine anyway. That's why he likes to be called Wayneus. Crisco! Where's Delinda? She's a huge Wayne fan. Yeah, and I bet she has a huge one, and I bet it's uncut. Water slide. I saw that meme, Wayne. If you ever shit like that, go to the doctor. I'm telling you, it works. I don't remember what the fuck, but man, I remember there was one time years ago, I'm just sitting there like, what can you think of? What can you think of? I know you've learned the breathing thing. I'm doing the breathing. Don't push, but breathe. You know, you start to feel something. And then I started fucking thinking about the water slide thing and the Goonies. And then that fucking big splash at the end. Dude. And the anus, and then the penis, one-eyed Willie's right there. I never put that one together. That was a real tornado, too. Totally. I heard if you drink your own pee on shrooms, you get double. Yes, I did that. Holy shit. Thank you, Dingo Virgin. I was going to kick you out of here, but you actually brought something up. That's another version of the holy water. So after the first time Tim and I did Heroic Dose, I kept reading, first off, the fucking black cloud that felt like it was following me of depression for a bunch of months was almost all gone. And that lasted for a while. And I started reading some more, and I was like, wait, well, the whole thing about drinking your piss, you can do that. So I went and I told Tim, this is apparently what you have to do. After you consume, you're going to want to pee in a little while. Grab that first one that's going to have a bunch of psilocybin in it. Set it aside. The next one's going to have a bunch of psilocybin in it. Pee in that cup, set it aside. And if you can do it, as soon as you start to feel coming down, if you want, and you don't have to do a whole bunch, just a little bit, not even a shot. And it tastes like warm soda, flat soda. That's the only other reason why you fast and drink nothing but water. So your piss is basically clear. It's just going to have psilocybin in it. Just don't eat a bunch of garbage. Eat clean, fast for a while, only drink water. So it's nothing. Dude, that shit worked. The first time I forgot. I was like, oh shit. And I remembered later on. Anyway, first time I meant to do it. Second time I remembered. I had a cup ready to go. I had a thing to cover it. And I just grabbed a little bit. Boom, set it aside. Next time I peed, fucking starting to feel, are we coming down? We're coming down, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm coming down a little bit. I'm going to try it. I'm doing it, dude. He did it the next time because I went in fucking, fuck it. It was nothing. That's not that bad. Within 10 minutes, I was up there again for another half hour or so. Holy water! It's true. Thank you, Dingo Virgin, for reminding me of that. It goes with this. It goes with what this fucking 2 hours is about. Hopefully less. Excuse me, Peter Banks. Peter Penis Banks. Good one. The Griswolds, Christmas Vacation. Fuck yeah. Great. She passed away 30 years ago. No, they want you to say grace. Oh. I pledge allegiance. Hey, Clark, you want to pass me more of that turkey? It is good. Next time, okay, cool. Next time you and Paul are together on cams, you should have Mo and Stewie talk together. The separate Eve, neophytes of the serpent's Eve. Yeah, eating itself, something like that. Oh my God, everybody's gone. Sir, we do the best. Oh shit. Sir, we do the test up your nose. You can put your pants back on. Dude, all the fucking things that they can do with a swab of your fucking cheek, and they gotta go and jam that shit. I was so fucking pissed, because then I left there and had to go to my pre-op appointment. The fucking dude that does all the, the stuff, it's just, man, he was so cool, because I walked in there fucking angry. I'm like, oh, yeah. And he didn't go, sir, you need to calm down. He just, just let me get it out for like 30 seconds. And that was cool. If he had been somebody like, sir, you need to, I can't really listen to this guy, I would have gotten more and more angry. He's got to let people vent sometimes, man. I was so fucking pissed. Get that fucking thing off my fucking... No wonder she wears all that fucking hazmat suit. There's Kevlar under that because she's afraid somebody's going to fucking hit her. Jesus Christ, that pissed me off. And I knew I was negative. I'm always negative. See? It all... Hi, Jeff. Oh, you want to see Duff and Izzy and Steven again? Fucking not that bad. Doesn't that make you... When I stop recording, I'm going to listen to that again. Have to after looking at that fucking picture. Dude. Oops. Sorry. Whoops. What am I doing? Fuck. Shit. Piss. There you go. There's no way. Did everybody leave? Sorry. I'm there. I'm at the end. Right? Am I at the end? Do I have to hit the thing again? What surgery? I'm getting a tenotomy on my right elbow. Been killing me for over a year. I'm finally doing that. And then after 8 to 10 weeks of recovery, they do the left. So masturbation is going to be really fucking difficult. But that's why I'm going to also one of the worst things about this, my elbows, for tennis elbow basically is what it is, severe tennis elbow. One of the worst things about it for the last year is fucking washing my hair and drying my hair. This is like one of the worst fucking things to do, is to fucking do that. This is fine. It's the back of, and lifting and shit. Anyway, it's whatever. Hopefully this is gonna finally fix it. I did cortisone shots. I did physical therapy. Those didn't work. So, that's what we're doing. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that sedation. But then today he tells me, I'm thinking I'm gonna be getting a prescription for Vicodin or something. You know, like a little happy return after a few years, just to say hi. No, it's just gonna be ibuprofen and Tylenol. Thank you for the best wishes. I guess everybody's gone. I don't blame you. It's 11 o'clock. Ooh, I can't believe I'm still here. What do you think, Jeff? I wish I'd have put a few other pictures together in the slide thing when I finally figured it out, because it's a trippy deal. Trying to figure out how to do a bunch of this stuff. Wait a minute, now where am I here? So because you got to add a bunch of stuff. It's like running a board, but weird. Usually because I use a laptop. Boy, we really slowed down, didn't we? It's definitely time to get the fuck out of here. Who is that guy? Oh, Watson, were you a little late? That's Jeff Oliver Madley Clark, the guy that got me started on the my Ben Kenobi when it comes to Jesus was a mushroom. He got me started on it. But yeah, he does kind of look like Gandalf, and like I'm probably gonna look. I didn't realize the goatee shit and the long. Holy fuck! I didn't realize when I just fucking cool. All right, can you smell the crash? Can you hear it? Can you smell it? It's definitely time to go. He would have made a great Gandalf, but they would have fired him for talking too much. But yeah, he would have. So we're really crashing. We're crashing like the fucking dreadnought. Oh, I want you to see it all, because this could be the end. All right. How's that for timing? Anyway. Thank you, guys. Watch the Corbett Report, Jimmy Dore Show, Russell Brand, Kim Iverson, Jackson Hinkle, but look for yourself. I'm just a fun, babbling lecturer, rubber, dabbler, Remember all Neo AK1. Sorry, I ran long. Had to bump comedian Eddie Pepitone. Thanks, Gary. Woo! Daddy loves you.
Messing with my peoples.